This podcast is brought to you by ONNIT. Go to ONNIT.com and look at the great selection of supplements. If you find something you like, press in code Joey and get 10% off delivered right to your house. What's happening, you bad motherfuckers? It's Monday, the 3rd of April. The joint is brought to you by The Freeze Pipe. Are you suckers ready for 420? Freeze Pipe, the makers of the smoothest hitting pipes, bubblers, and bongs, is running the biggest sale of the year until 420. You got 17 days to strike. The secret with the Freeze Pipe is the freezable glycerin chambers that comes on every piece. Pop one of these chambers into the freezer for an hour. When you light up, the smoke passes through the chamber and it's cooled by over 300 degrees. When you're taking puffs, they're so smooth, you don't even know if the bowl is lit. No more chest pains, no more throat pain, no more coughing like a fucking runaway. Just icy smooth puffs that are easy on the body and full of flavor. Listen, they just sent me the new fucking Tornado. Oh my God. I can't wait to try this motherfucker tonight for the fucking game. Freeze Pipe is non-toxic, freezes more quickly than water, and stays frozen for longer. So the party never has to stop. Start smoking like a fucking king without paying a king's ransom by visiting thefreezepipe.com. Real quick, I love this company with all my heart. They do a great job with fucking bongs. I mean, a great job with fucking bongs, okay? This new Tornado bong, they call it the travel bong. You gotta check this motherfucker out. So do me a favor. See something you like that's not on sale? Use code Diaz, D-I-A-Z, and get 10% off your entire order. That's thefreezepipe.com to check out their 420 sale and use code Diaz for 10% off your order. Order today and say goodbye to harsh smoke, and I'll tell you what, you're gonna have a good time with this bong. When you see the precision that they put into it, your fucking smoke's gonna come out of your ears. Right now, go to The Freeze Pipe and use code Diaz. The joint is also brought to you by, oh my God, this Saturday, UFC 287 fight card in full fucking effects. It's Pereira against Adesanya. You got Burns against fucking Masvidal. Get in on the action right now by placing your bet with DraftKings Sportsbook. Right now, they're doing it again. New customers, you bet $5 on a pre-fight money line and get $150 in bonus bets when the fighter wins, okay? Who do I like this week? It's fucking Monday, guys. Check with me on Saturday morning, and I'll have something for you on Instagram. To really spice things up, combine multiple UFC 287 bets into one even bigger payout DraftKings same game parlays. Using DraftKings makes watching an exciting fight even fucking better. You get some onion dip, you invite some of your buds over. Prove your loyalty by putting your money where your mouth is. Do me a favor, guys. Come on, you're missing out on the game tonight. You got the UFC, you got NBA winding down. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app now. Use code Joey, J-O-E-Y. New customers, bet $5 on a pre-fight money line and get $150 in bonus bets if the fighter wins. This Saturday at DraftKings Sportsbook with code Joey, J-O-E-Y. Minimum age and eligibility restrictions apply. See show notes for details. Now, without further ado, let's get this fucking party started.
Check 1, 2. Welcome to Uncle Joey's Joint.
What's happening, you savages? It's Monday, April the 3rd. The first quarter of the year is gone. I hope you got something accomplished. Time is moving fucking fast, Jack. I don't even know where the fuck is going half the time. But think about it. The first quarter's gone. Now we got the second quarter, which runs till fucking June. And we got to really pick it up then because the third quarter is the summertime. People lax. See, while you people laxed in the summer, savages like me would go to work because I knew everybody else was fucking creeping while you're sleeping. But then you got the fourth quarter, which is fucking September, and guys, or October, and that's when you got to go for broke. You got to end the fucking year strong. But the first quarter is already gone. I did not know this. Listen, guys, you know, you just live for the day sometimes, so you don't even pay attention. Even though on Patreon every morning I go, hey, it's Monday the 27th. Hey, you just don't even realize it's April fucking 1st on Saturday. And you don't realize that it's April 8th next Saturday, and the fucking hits keep coming. You know what I'm saying? But listen, it's how you look at it. I'm excited about Easter. It's fucking Holy Week this week. That's always, this week always fucks with me a little bit. First off, we're going to get fucked with a lot because my daughter has no school as of Wednesday.
Really?
Wednesday, half day. Thursday, no school. Friday, no school. And all next week, no fucking school. So that changes me right away. It's spring fucking break. People are jumping up and down. But Holy Week, dog, every time I think, like yesterday came to me on Palm Sunday, I was at the Little League field and I seen people driving around with palms. I'm like, holy fuck. It's Palm Sunday. Am I slipping as a Catholic? I forgot all about it. And then next week is fucking Easter. I did give up meat on Fridays, and I stuck to it. You know, I fucking stuck to it. The one Friday I cheated was because the Pope said you could eat corned beef. So I just had a little piece of corned beef. You know, I'm not going to go to hell for that, but you got to do what you got to do. You work all fucking year to eat one piece of corned beef, and now Good Friday wants to get in the way. And I was in. I was all fucking in until the Pope gave out the message you could eat meat today. So I said, fuck it. If the Pope thinks it's okay, Uncle Joey will run with it. But man, I think about like, how did I end up a fucking fink? How did I end up a fucking criminal with my upbringing? Because on these weeks, when I lived in New York City, before New Jersey, before Catholic school, I fucking hated this time of the year. Because my mom, as crazy as she was, she gave up drinking this week, which is never a good fucking sign. My mom didn't give up drinking for Lent. No. She just gave up Holy Week, Semana Santa. That's what it's called in Spanish. You got to respect. Fuck that giving up alcohol for Lent. Lent's got enough problems for you to give up alcohol. But my mom gave it up. My mom gave up alcohol fucking Holy Week. And I'd be like, what the fuck? I couldn't work her for money. I couldn't work her when she was drunk and ask her for stupid shit when she was passed out. So my life was a fucking nightmare. And then Thursdays at about 6 o'clock, that Thursday before, it's the Last Supper Thursday night, yeah. The Last Supper, once you eat dinner in a Cuban's house, that's it. No TV Thursday night, no music. You got to sit there like a fucking dope. Yeah. And then Friday, there ain't shit. There ain't no music and no TV all day. Saturday, she let me watch Wonderama and, you know, fucking The Rabbit, whatever, beep, beep, and all that shit, before I killed myself. And then Sunday, you were back to watch TV and do whatever the fuck you wanted. But I hated this week. But think about it. Where the fuck did all that religion go in my life? Because I didn't do anything with it. I mean, listen, am I religious? I'm a real religious person, which means what? I know who the fuck I am, and I know where I stand. If you think I'm going to go to church every Sunday and sit in the first fucking pew with nice people, and look at me in the first pew with a basket getting money from people, I'm not doing that. I love whatever's out there. I believe in God. I believe in everything that they talk about. You know, I have a special whatever. I go to church 2 or 3 times a year. I always hit 7:30 Mass because I ain't got time to sit there for an hour and a half. Jesus knows about time when you get old. He's an OG. He knows. And I go to confession once a year. You know, I might step up and get a cookie. If I had a good week and I don't feel guilty, I'll go up and get a cookie. You know, you can confess to yourself. But it's fucking crazy that, you know, I did that for those 3 years or 4 years when I was a kid. I don't know how long. Then I went to Catholic school. And I still believe. You know, but... And on the other side of that coin, what about me? what all the things I did. You know, one thing that stuck out in my mind about church and stuff, that I got turned off to church in a way that I believed it, I enjoyed it. I liked the priest, I liked the nun. I never got bothered, I never got molested, I never got creeped out or anything like that. I always liked it. It was my experience with Catholic school was a rough one. Fucking going to church at 7 in the morning with nothing in your stomach for an hour. Oh my God! And you're fucking hungry and it's cold. That was not for me. But I think as I got older, you know, things happened and I stopped going to church. When I moved to Boulder, before I got locked up, the guy who put the time into me, Ray King, God rest his fucking soul, was like, listen, it'd be a good idea if you got in with the church group and, you know, just talk to the priest a little bit, try to get a letter of recommendation from him. Now, guys, I'm not a fucking hypocrite, but at the same time, I go, let me go down there and talk to this guy. I was trying to fill a void in my life, so I go, let me go down and talk to this priest. And the priest's name was Father Tom. I'll never forget this. This guy, as soon as I walked in here, we just started talking about Jersey and food and fucking the Bronx, and I don't even think he was from the East Coast. And he just, you know, he won me over, so I set up meetings with him, and I would go every fucking weekend there, and we'd talk about Goodfellas, we'd talk about movies, we'd talk about shoot-em-up stuff, you know? And I got a little bit involved. I made my confirmation. I made my confirmation when I was like 30 years old because I was so fucking lost. And I started going on Sundays. I'm not going to lie to you. I started hitting church. You know, I thought it would help a little bit before prison. You know, prayer helps, you know, whatever. I don't fucking know, guys. I was so fucking lost. But then I used to sell Chryslers in Boulder. And this is really weird. A guy came in one day to buy a convertible. And he came in with a woman. I don't know. I just said hello to him. I started talking to him, and one thing led to another. We started talking about a church, and he knew my father-in-law at the time, who, you know, Ray, who was like a great guy in town. And we started talking about Ray, blah, blah, blah. But I noticed that when I started talking about Ray, he started, you know, he got a little fishy. Like his body language was off. If I was 26, this guy was 50-something, you know. And a couple weeks later, I saw the guy in church. To my surprise, the chick he was hugging with in the car was his mistress, because he was at the church with his wife. But he was also sitting in the first row, and he was also one of those ushers collecting envelopes. And even in my fucked up cocaine world, I looked at this guy and I go, what a fucking hypocrite. He's got a wife. He cheats. He fucking, no wonder he was squirmy when I started bringing up my father-in-law. And look at him. He comes in here on a Sunday like nothing. And he just sits up in the front row and he makes believe he's one of God's children. Fuck that. I don't want to be around these people. If I'm going to go to church, I'm going to go on certain fucking conditions. I sit in the last row because I'm a fucking peasant. I don't try to be anybody I'm not supposed to be in that church. I've committed a ton of fucking bad things. That was a long time ago, and I'm sure it's forgiven. Doesn't matter. I haven't forgiven it yet. So when I go to church, I sit in the back. I watch the people that are faking the funk. I watch the few that are real nice people, that are real tremendous, and I, write it off. And now, again, am I super religious? Did I go to Palm fucking Sunday yesterday? Do I have a palm hanging from my fucking the visor and all that? I don't. Do I feel bad about it? At times. My daughter didn't go to church yesterday. My wife didn't go to church yesterday. We played softball. We went to play fucking football with the kids. I mean, guys, what do you want from me? So I pay attention to the church as much as I can. I think about it. I'm grateful to God every fucking morning, and I try to live by his rule, which is be nice, smoke dope, right? I'm not sinning. I think God wants you to smoke dope. I mean, think about it. It's not cocaine. They don't have to throw gasoline on it. It grows from the fucking dirt, right? Weed or...
Yeah, that is the original...
Yeah, that's what it was, right? The smoker. I mean, it comes from the fucking dirt, Listen, I'm not robbing nobody. I go to sleep at night. I haven't robbed anybody in fucking years. So I'm okay with God for right now. I mean, we're on an okay basis. I try to do the best I can, and I still try to make everybody's day. I'm just not that fucking guy. Did I go to church for Ash Wednesday? I love to walk in here with a thing like Marky Wahlberg and tell you that I put my faith up for, stop. That's all I ask. Anyway, another great thing that's happening this motherfucking week I'm excited about. Again, for years, I was always away, but I always tried to watch Final Four weekend. I fucking always. Just something about Final Four weekend that has always done something to me, and we'll get to that point later. I'm excited about tonight. You got fucking San Diego State against my boys from Jersey City, UConn. I'm going to watch the fucking game. I'm going to smoke some reefer. I'm out of mushrooms. I'm out of I got some ABX edibles. So no, I don't even eat those edibles no more. First of all, I give them to Mike when I get them. And I really feel, after all this time, they're the best edibles I take. Honest to God. ABX edibles are fucking on the money. And now I got a new system. I throw 8 of them in a milkshake. When I'm 1,600 right off the bat, dog. 8 twos. I throw. If I want to sleep like a baby and hit REM sleep on my Whoop watch, that's what needs to be done, okay? I'm sick and tired of fucking I didn't get enough REM sleep. 20% was REM. I need 35%. And the only way I get it is by going deep, deep, deep into the murky fucking waters. So I make a nice protein shake, 8 ounces of fucking water. I put a little protein powder in there. I put 8 capsules in there. The other night I put 9. I'm not going to lie to you. Dog, I blend them, and then when I go to drink them, at the end, the capsules come out hard. Yeah. They don't melt in the fucking, I'm like, God damn it. You gotta squeeze them. So I gotta fucking squeeze them. They taste like dick, to be honest with you. You squeeze them, you burp it later. I eaten 8 of them, so you blow a tremendous THC burp later. You're like, oh. And then I put them in my milkshake now. Oh, God. And the other day, Mr. Softy came, and I go, hey, before you put that in the blender, put these in there. He goes, what are they? I go, they're fucking, fish oil for my bones. He goes, they don't smell like fish oil. No, they don't. I drank that whole fucking I love all that shit. I love those fucking ABX edibles, man. They do not fuck around. And, I try. I guess the Stoners Club is kaput. They disappeared about a month ago. Without even a fucking call or a message or nothing. They didn't call. They didn't send a message. I put an order in one day, and I never got it.
You didn't pay for it, though.
No. You pay cash when they get there. I put an order in one day. I never even got a text the next morning. I was like, what the fuck is going on? It's like a week later, I went back to the page, and they had 2 pages of stuff on there. That's it. I'm like, what the fuck?
Maybe something happened with Jersey.
I called the owner a couple times. Never called me back, never answered the phone. I sent a few texts, and then I went on there this week, and they're gone.
We'll just start our own delivery service.
I would love to. I just don't even know where the fuck to start. I don't even.
It's gotta be doable.
Oh, yeah, it's got to be doable, but you got to have a fucking place. You got to have a fucking huge safe because people are robbing those weed places now like hell. I don't know. And then you got to deliver it. God forbid somebody's waiting for you with a stick. I'm not in the fucking mood to get mugged at this fucking age. But it's funny. I was talking about the NCAA tournament, It's Monday motivation. I do one podcast a week now. It's the best that I could do. And it's basically to get you motherfuckers up off your ass in a way that only Joey could do it. I read something the other day online. I did a podcast for my white belt jiu-jitsu. He's on Instagram. Great fucking guy. And I love what he does. And I can't tell you how many times I've woken up in the morning and gone, I don't feel good or something. And I go to check my Instagram, and he's the first thing up there. My white belt. He put some great fucking motivation things in there, The other day he put something in there that I was blown the fuck away. He goes, I want you to start sitting before class and visualizing what you want to do during class. Just visualize it. Just take one move, one pass, and keep going over it in your mind. Now you want to do it, and the people and the things that people will put up to not let you go to, pass his guard. And he was just talking about, how how you have to keep going for it, blah, blah, blah. And I was looking at this, I'm reading this, I'm like, this guy's he's fucking right from A to Z. What he's saying about you have to visualize stuff. And how I remember is because, guys, I got left back in the 7th grade. And I'll tell you guys, it made me feel really fucking shitty. I got dumped by my girlfriend. She got a new boyfriend. And then I fucking got left back. And to top it all off, I never even seen her vagina. Because at least you get left back, you at least did something dirty with her in the 6th or 7th grade. Or I didn't even do nothing dirty. We would dry hump and I'd get all worked up and my cheeks would get red. You know, you're a stupid fucking kid. Yeah, you're a stupid fucking kid. So when I got left back, guys, I was in a bad fucking way. I couldn't tell my mother. My friends were looking at me all weird. Psst, there's the dummy. You know, you got left back. You know what I'm saying? They put me in another 7th grade class. Like the last day of school, they usually introduce you to your 8th grade class or the class you're going into. They put me into a 7th grade class. And they're like, this is where you're going to be if you don't go to summer school. Well, I fucking didn't go to summer school because I was in love. It happens. And I got fucking left back. And I felt shitty, guys. And I was trying to feel good about myself. I was going to karate. And then I picked up this basketball. I picked up basketball in the 6th grade. I always played as a kid on the streets. I still remember playing in New York City, playing against like a no parking sign. Like it'd be no parking on a brick wall, and we just have to shoot the basket at the no parking sign. That's how long I've been playing basketball. I fucking picked basketball. It's a game you could practice by yourself. I was an only child. You know what? I went over there and thought about how I was going to fucking change my life. I just got fucking let back. You know, you don't start noting that you're stupid till like your junior year in high school. You realize that the people around you have more of a chance than you do. But in the 8th grade and the 7th grade, to get your fucking wind taken out of you like that, it's brutal. I didn't know what to do, so I went to karate. I fucking doubled up on schoolwork. I made sure everything was fucking done. I got all A's, and I played basketball. I was ashamed to be around people. My little basketball buddies accepted me. So that's all I would do. I would play basketball, and I watched pro basketball. I would always watch pro basketball. Julius Erving, Bernard King, you know, all those old-time greats. That's what I loved. I don't know. One day in the 8th grade, maybe in the 7th grade, I was left back, so I was in the 7th grade. I don't know, on a Sunday, I put something on, and it was college basketball. And I was like, okay. At that time, I used to watch Rutgers, because I was growing up in Jersey. I would watch Rutgers, because they had a guy named James Bailey, and he was 6'9", he'd slam dunk. He was okay. I don't think he made it to the pros, but that's not what this story's about. So I just would watch I wouldn't watch college basketball. I would watch Rutgers, but on this particular day was the Final Four. And I turned on this game, and it was North Carolina UNLV. And I was like getting chips. You know, like when a game first comes on, you're like, I'll watch this. Let me get some chips or a soda, whatever the fuck I was doing. I kept hearing Jersey City. Jersey City. Jersey City. And I finally sat down, and I'm watching this game, and I watched like a half and maybe, I watched like 3/4. And I watched the ending of it. And throughout the game, they kept mentioning Jersey City. And then at the end of the game, they gave the totals. North Carolina beat UNLV, I'll never forget that. And they gave the totals of the players, and they're going to the Final Four. They're going to the championship game Monday against Marquette, whatever the fuck it was. Again, guys, I'm lost. I'm watching this, and they keep talking about Jersey City. This kid from Jersey City. This kid from Jersey City. I can't figure it out. So, I don't know. I go to the basketball court after the game, and I ask some of the guys, listen, man, I'm watching the NCAA men's basketball championship, and they're talking about Jersey City throughout this whole thing. You know, I'm a kid, listen, I'm from Union City. You know, when we came from Cuba, I lived in Manhattan, and then all of a sudden I was always in Jersey, and my mother had a bar in Union City, and then we moved to North Bergen. I don't know. I always felt like a man without without a home. You know what I'm saying? Like I've been at so many places that I was like, well, maybe, you know. So Monday the game comes on. Again, I'm a stupid kid. I don't know who, you know, I know Marquette's playing North Carolina. I don't know anything about these two teams. I could sit here and lie to you and tell you I knew Dean Smith. I knew nothing about these two teams. I didn't even know people played basketball in Jersey City. That's how stupid I was. But Jersey City turns into North Bergen. And Monday night, the game comes on, and I'm watching the starting 5 players. And guys, when they said a freshman from Jersey City, New Jersey, I thought I was going to fucking die. And all of a sudden, a freshman, whoa. What you're telling me is a freshman is starting from Jersey City. A freshman, not a sophomore, not a junior, and not a senior. A freshman in the biggest fucking game of the year. A freshman. And he's from Jersey City, New Jersey. Guys, I dropped what I was doing. You know, like when you feel your body fucking leave you? You ever have that? Like you're watching something, a performance of your favorite band. It could be Cheap Trick. I don't give a fuck. It could be fucking, somebody playing chopsticks. Everybody's different. Every once in a while you watch something that it just takes you to a different level, man. It just blows you away, And at that age, I had never been blown away over an art. There's times that I get, I'll watch a movie and I'll go, fuck, how good is fucking Marlon Brando in The Godfather? It's inspiring. It makes you want to be a gangster. It makes you want to be an actor. It makes you want to be a producer. I mean, that's how good he was. All those little nuances he was doing with his hands. He was just brilliant. And he was always a great actor, but that was his fucking masterpiece. Sometimes you just have a fucking masterpiece where everything comes true. I don't even know what I was talking about. I'm so fucking excited, And I watched this kid play, and North Carolina ended up losing that night to Marquette. I found out later it was Al McGuire's last game at Marquette, Jerome Whitehead, all these players, Puerto Rican kid named Butch Lee. Again, I identify with the Puerto Rican kid, Butch Lee, but it wasn't as hard as how I identified with this fucking Irishman from Jersey City, New Jersey. He had acne, the whole thing. Not that I had acne, but Jersey City and North Bergen and fucking neighbors. And this kid just got onto the fucking biggest stage in college basketball as a freshman. I thought people from Jersey didn't do anything. I didn't think we did anything. I knew Frankie Valli was from Jersey. I knew Abbott and Costello were from Jersey, But that's completely different. I knew Bruce Springsteen was from Jersey at the time. But it's different than fucking Jersey City. And it's different. It's like when I found out Sinatra was from Hoboken, Hudson County. It drove me fucking insane, guys. Just that thought alone drives me fucking insane. And I tell people all the time, a lot of people are going to get mad at me for saying this. There's Jersey and there's Hudson County. And I tell you this, guy, with the fucking strongest reservation in my fucking heart. There really is. There's Jersey and then there's Hudson fucking County. And I know people from Bergen County. I know people from Essex County. I know a lot of fucking people, and I love them all. I love New Jersey. But there's something about Hudson County that brings out the fucking savage in you. And when I found, O'Corin, I followed him, then a couple months later, Sport Magazine, which was Sports Illustrated, only a little smaller, did a cover about his mother. She was a single mom, an Irishman. And they talked about how he played so much basketball, he had knee braces on, and the knee brace would cut into his fucking skin, and he wouldn't complain. They didn't have any money. This was just fucking, I didn't identify with the not having money. My mom had the bar, and we were all well off. But I identify with the single mom thing. Like, he talked about like she was his life. She fucking encouraged him. The Irish, they don't fuck around. But seeing that, let me know that I could do something in my life. Do you know what I'm saying? As fucking crazy as it seems, as excited as I am, seeing that, let me know that I could do something with my life. If he could do it, and he's from fucking Jersey City, I'm going to give it a hell ride. And listen, it didn't have to be basketball. It doesn't have to be basketball. It doesn't have to be a comedian. It doesn't have to be an actor. That motivation, you could take and be a fucking scientist with. That guy took the same bus as I did. He walked the same streets I did, and he went to the same dirty fucking courts I did. There were no wooden floors or nets on the baskets. You know, when you went to Hoboken to play at 4th Street, there were fucking metal things with no, you know. They put a fucking net up in June. It took 2 months. That net was gone. Once the net was gone, you didn't get one till the next fucking June. You know what I'm saying? So something about that. And you have to look at things that way sometimes. You don't look at things to hate. You look at things to learn from and grow from. Jesus Christ, I've grown from the most weirdest things that I've looked at. You know, just even something negative. Going, oh my God, you know what? As a comic, as a human being, as a dad, as a fucking Spanish person, as a tranny, as whatever, I'm not ever doing that. I'm not doing that. You know, there was 1,000 things from a negative turning into a positive. So for me, like, I get motivation from the weirdest fucking places, you know. Patreon, I have this Patreon, and I talk to a lot of people on there, and they ask me questions. One of the biggest questions I get, whether it's Patreon, whether it's Facebook, whether it's Twitter, I just got one the other night, and that's why I want to talk about this before time ran out, that people have a hard time making fucking decisions. It's really weird for people. Like, sometimes people hit me with things, and I'll go, well, that's an easy one, but it might not be an easy one to him. And the thing I get hit with the most is jobs. I don't know why. Like, I'm not a headhunter. I don't know anything about headhunting. I really don't. I know about making your life better. I know the steps you could take to make your life better. You know, I've had to make 20 different times that I changed courses in my life because it's like, you ever see the movie Collateral? Collateral with Tom Cruise and fucking Ray, whatever his name is, Jody, whatever his name is. Jordy Fox, I don't know. Jamie Foxx, Jordy Fox. Jamie Foxx, I came to the conclusion, is one of the most talented fucking dudes in Hollywood by far. I mean, that motherfucker he could do a fucking anybody's voice. He could sing anybody. He does Ray Charles to the fucking T. If you could find his Actors Studio interview, you'll be blown the fuck away. But anyway, what was I talking about? Oh, in Collateral, there's a scene where he's pissed off at Jamie Foxx, and he goes, you know, you have to adapt. Did you ever see that movie? He calls it Chi Ging, like some philosopher. He goes, Chi Ging, you got to adapt. You got to, and in life, you have to adapt. You know what, man? On a weekly level, you have to reel yourself in and go, all right, what are they sending at me this fucking week? What am I walking into this fucking week? You have to adapt every week. With jobs, guys, you're trying to better yourself, right? With a job, you're trying to better yourself. So when somebody hits me with a job, when they say, Joey, I'm in a deep position, I've had this job for 4 years, the guy's a dickhead, I want to switch to a better gig, what do you think? Some people like are confused about the drive, you know, I got to drive an hour, but I'm making more money. Everybody has different issues, you know, and all those issues are fear. That issue of not going, and listen, I get it. I fucking get it. There's nobody more scared than I was. And I tell people, it took me 18 months to get on stage. 18 months, 18 months to get on stage. Procrastinating, lying, pussying up, you know. If you want me to lie, what do you guys think? I just got the idea? Oh, stand up. Yeah, I'll get on stage on Monday. Fuck you. It took me 8 months of lying and bullshitting and giving up those excuses, knowing that it would change my life. How many times have you fucking stepped on glass and you cut your foot? I'm just using a fucking term here. Whatever. And you have to go to a doctor. How long do you put it off for? Some people put it off. If 10 people get cut by a piece of glass, 5 of them will go, I'm not going to go to the hospital. They don't want to pay for the stitch. They all have a different story. They don't have insurance, whatever. Even though it's going to make you better, people will still do it. For years I did cocaine, knowing I was going to die, knowing eventually my fat heart was going to blow up. People smoke cigarettes, knowing that one day their fucking finger's going to fall off, or your lung's going to fall off, or your eye's going to fall off. People go to Burger King, and that's all fine. Knowing that you're going to shed blood for 10 years, that's fine. We've all done that. They're all smoke screens. When you're looking at a job or a situation to better yourself, I get these too. Hi, Joey, I don't know what to do. I've been with my girlfriend for 8 years. We have a kid together, but I caught her in bed with 8 midgets. I don't know what to do. Well, if you caught her in bed with 8 midgets, there ain't no coming back. Yeah. There's no therapy group that's ever going to save you from that. And again, I say midgets, I'm very sorry.
Little people.
Yeah, little people. Again, you catch, I got a fucking, oh my God, I forgot what happened to this girl. I got a fucking Facebook about 5 years ago that I thought it was just insane. This girl would write me letters, not letters, Facebook messages. Joey, I need to stop getting high. I'm a blackout drunk. I don't know what to do. Well, you got to fucking stop drinking, She was a boozer. And I don't know, after about a year, she sends me this thing one night. She's like, I'm so ashamed. I don't know who to tell. I got so drunk last night. I had a threesome with a pimp and a midget. And then she sent me the picture of them in bed. Like, she was crazy. This girl's crazy. She blacked out and woke up with a pimp and a midget. That's proof. And she got pregnant. Like, she hit me up like a year later. I'm pregnant. I had the baby.
Is it a little baby?
Yeah, I don't know. I never heard from her again. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what happened there. But it's so funny how we're so scared to commit. It takes us, and even after we commit, we're fucking petrified. You're fucking petrified. You're like, when is the other fucking shoe gonna drop? You know what, man? When you commit, listen, if you're scared of a decision, one of the things that bothers me the fucking most, my biggest pet peeve, is me and Mike talking for an hour about a decision he's going to make, and then he calls me in a week and says he goes another way. That just tears me up. So I had to do something to stop that. If Mike comes to me now, I do it the right way. I rip a piece of paper out of a notebook, and I do a Ben Franklin close. And let them make the decision for themselves, so I don't feel fucking shitty about it. Right or wrong?
What's a Ben Franklin close?
You don't know what a Ben Franklin close is?
Pros and cons?
Yes. So you take a Ben Franklin close, the pros and the fucking cons, and you write them all out. You take an hour, and then we discuss them, and we go, what do you know? The whole time I'm already there. Yeah, I'm already there, I just want you to read it. And to really absorb it, to see what's going to happen. If you're that scared of making it, you know how many people don't do anything because they're scared to make a decision? Do you have any idea how many people are just, I don't know the word right now, are just very accepting? Like, this will be my job. I could stay here for 40 years. I'm never going to try to do anything better than that. And eventually somebody leaves that job and they'll reach out and go, Mike, I got a job over at RC Cola. They don't beat you up as much. You get $10 more. They give you benefits. Nah, I think I'll stay here. And that's how they live their life. Never trying to reach. Every year you should be trying to reach something. Every fucking year. I still remember making $8,000 a year. After doing comedy for 5 years. I started in 91, and in 96, I could tell you motherfuckers with all the honesty in the world, I made $8,600. And the year before that, 96 wasn't no better. 95, I made money, but I blew that as it came out, as it came in. My point is that when you're doing something for 5 years, and one day you look at your fucking tax return and you made $9,600, that's not even $1,000 a month. Right? That's about $800 a month, right? Yeah. It's about $800 a month. it's tough to convince yourself that this is going to be your decision for the next 5 fucking years when you just, so at the end of 5 years, what was I thinking? By the time I do 5 more fucking years, I'm going to make $16,000 a year. That's even worse than Subway. That's worse than anything. I don't know who gets $16,000 a year from doing stand-up. So what do? Do you quit? Because for a minute there, I was like, that $100,000 that I'm in debt, that's going to take a little longer to pay off than what I fucking expected here. So what the fuck do? You fucking figure out how to make it better. How can I make this better? And then Josh Wolf turned me on to a company who did industrials. And what's an industrial, Joey? An industrial's a video where you teach people how to do a job. So we would do videos like UPS and shit like that, how to pick up a box. You pick up the box and put it over here. I swear to God, all the time. We did training videos, you know. You figure out the next level of it. How to, you know, when I was making $8,600 a fucking year, I'm like, wow. And you guys know, $4,000 of that was going to cocaine. You know, the other money was going to fucking child support or whatnot. I was just breaking fucking even. Was I happy? Fuck yeah. I was having the time of my fucking life. No responsibilities, getting up late, drinking. Who gives a fuck? Hey, you owe me 20. Try to get it. I only got $4 in my pocket. I'm minus 16 as it is, cocksuckers. But if you're having a hard time making a decision, Ben Franklin close it. And really think about it and process it. So you never have fucking doubt. You never have a fucking doubt. But half of us think about it. My friend said it's a great job. We don't really fucking think about it. I want you to start doing something. It's the end of the first quarter. It's Monday motivation, bitches. I want you to think about something that I had to start doing about 15 years ago. And I got really bad at it for a long time, guys. That's why I'm asking you to start doing it now when you're young. Ask yourself why you're doing this. Did you ever ask yourself that? No, you haven't. You've never asked yourself, why are you doing this? Start asking yourself that. Why am I going there? What am I getting out of that? Why am I doing this? Why do I keep doing this? It's like this Thursday, and again, I'm going to get a lot of hate for this. It's like Friday or Thursday, the Yankees played the season opener. Judge hits a home run. Garrett throws whatever, great pitcher. And now I got to see all the Yankee fans yelling again, it's our year. It's our year. It's our year. It's our year. Well, come July, they're all going to be like this. Like Nick DeTuro every year. Throwing things and yelling. And then by August, they're sick to their fucking stomach. And it's like we all fall for the same things all the fucking time. The Yankees win every game opener at home. It's the Bronx. They don't fucking lose. Like they lost Saturday. We keep falling for the same stupid shit, people. That's what I'm trying to say. When I did coke every fucking day like that, what is the definition of insanity?
Keep doing shit and expect a different result.
What are we talking about here, guys? When you make a decision, that's what you have to base it on. The Ben Franklin close, how does it affect you? And why are you doing this? Are you doing this for the money? Are you doing this because this is what you love? Nothing inspires me more when I go to something and I can see somebody doing something that they really love. It's fucking inspiring, man. And I'm around 2 or 3 people like that now, that I look at them and I go, I'm jealous of this motherfucker. Because this guy would do this for free. He would do it for free every day. I could tell. You know, you have a session for 45 minutes, you're in there with him for an hour. He's not charging you for those 15 minutes. It's because this is what he loves. It's easy to him. He doesn't give a fuck. Same way I was about comedy for years. I was on stage every day. I fucking loved it. You get older, things change in your life, situations get thrown at you, and you have to adapt and see where you're at, and then take an inventory every couple months. But if that's what, everybody's talking about all this mental health shit now and everything. When I was struggling with my mental health, it was because I went away from doing what I had been doing for years, which was writing, thinking about stuff. the last 2 or 3 years in LA, I was living a la moke.
Oh my God.
And I had nobody helping me. I had my management, my agency, they don't do that. And I wasn't doing it. And I wasn't, check. You have to check yourself from time to time. The biggest question is, why are you doing this? You know, I think about myself not going to concerts as I was as a kid now. And I'm honest to say this with people. When I was 18, 19, you're trying to be cool. When you're 17, you're trying to be cool. Hey, I went to see Led Zeppelin. I never saw Led Zeppelin. Hey, I went to see AC/DC. Hey, I went to third row. You know, you do all this shit because you're trying. Now, bands come that I love, and I'm like, I'm not going down there. I'm not fucking going down there. I don't want to sit with, I got to walk 2 miles, sit next to Heavy Metal Joe and Mata Hoople. They got body odor, you know. I'm not doing that shit. But, you know, when I was a kid, I was trying to be somebody. I was trying to be cool. Now I'm not trying to be anybody. I'm just a fucking old man that, you know, is just trying to fucking live on a daily basis. So check on yourself from time to time. Monthly. It's like a fucking goal. I don't want you to do it every day. What am I feeling? Nah, fuck that. Today I'm feeling like a zebra. No. Just check yourself. Why am I even doing this? Do I even enjoy this anymore? Maybe I'll keep doing it, but I'll do it 3 days a week, just like I did with the podcast. 2 days was not working for me, guys. I didn't have it anymore. At least I'm man enough to admit that. But one day I could come in here and talk some shit with you guys on a fucking beautiful Monday morning to get you ready for a fucking great week. And that's exactly what I do every week, and I'm having a good time doing it. So fuck it. It's not about the money. It's not about fucking knowing this or doing that. It's just about having a good time, being you, and doing what you could cover the spread with. And that's your Monday motivation for April fucking 3rd, cocksuckers. It's going to be a great week. I don't have a pick for tonight. I'm excited. I'm leaning towards UConn, San Diego State. The defense is fucking great. And that's it. Boom. Tremendous. The fucking book. Now we're getting into the meat and potatoes of this shit, cocksuckers. So it's on now, motherfuckers. It's April. What is it? May 2nd, April 23rd? I don't fucking know. But the book will be in your house within 3 weeks. The audio book, I think it's May 2nd. And I'm really excited about this. The more I think about this, we did a great fucking job with this. So thank you. Have a great motherfucking week. Have a great Easter with your families. And stay black, cocksuckers. Uncle Joey loves you. And now for a word from my fucking sponsors. All right, I want to thank you, Savages, for another Monday morning motivation. The joint is brought to you by DraftKings. Listen, this Saturday, to be honest with you, tonight, we got NCAA championship game. You got UConn against San Diego State, and you can roll your win into this weekend with UFC 287 Pereira against Adesanya. They're going to face off again for this middleweight title fight. Get in on the action by placing your bet with DraftKings Sportsbook, the official and unofficial sports betting partner of the UFC. New customers can bet $5 on any pre-fight money line and get $150 in bonus bets when your fighter wins. Listen, like I said, just get ready. Download the fucking app and get ready to put in a fucking same game parlay if you want a bigger payout. The more legs you add, the more money you win. How long will the fight go? Will it go over? Will it end with a decision, a disqualification? DraftKings makes watching a fight exciting as ever. Download the app right now. Use code Joey, Joey. New customers can bet $5 on any pre-fight money line and get $150 in bonus bets if their fighter wins. This Saturday at DraftKings Sportsbook, use code Joey. Minimum age and eligibility restrictions apply. See show notes for details. And oh shit, it's April. And Freeze Pipe is offering you a deal of a lifetime. It's the biggest sale of the year till 4/20. Bubblers, pipes, bongs, everything they got. Pop in one of those chambers in the freezer for an hour when you light up and the smoke passes through the chamber so it's instantly cooled by 300 degrees. That's what the Freeze Pipe does. We're taking puffs so smooth, you'll check the bowl to see if it's even lit. No more coughing, no more eyes popping out of your head, no more chest burn, just icy smooth motherfucking puffs. Try this new tornado. It's called the Travel Bong. Fucking tremendous. Freeze Pipe is non-toxic, freezes more quickly than water, and stays frozen for longer, so party never has to stop. Listen, you could be smoking like fucking Wiz Khalifa on a fucking Saturday without paying a king's ransom by visiting thefreezepipe.com. Again, thefreezepipe.com with the massive 420 sale going on right now. Use code Diaz for 10% off of your entire order. That's thefreezepipe.com to check out their 420 sale, or use code Diaz for 10% off your order. I want to thank The Freeze Pipe, and I want to thank DraftKings for always getting the party started on Monday. But I want to thank you fucking savages. Have a great week, and I'll see you next Monday morning. Tip top magoo.